Governor John Hickenlooper had to explain himself this week after he said that it would be a relief if Denver were not to win the Amazon sweepstakes. The governor said that he was joking, but that Amazon would want a city that understands the work ahead for this project. Penn, we are used to the Hickenlooper gaffes. It's his M.O. It's part of his charm, frankly. But was this honesty in the gaffe actually closer to what I think most of Colorado, at least some Denverites, feel about this issue?
You know, I don't think it was a gaffe. I think he got caught off guard when people reacted, and so he apologized and made it sound like a gaffe. But I actually give the governor big props for saying that, because I think that is exactly how a large segment of this state and this community feel. We have talked before about the impacts of gentrification and what it's done to this community. There are a number of people in this community who are scared half to death about, with the housing shortage and the affordable and attainable housing shortages now, and the problems with the schools and everything else with traffic, what in the world happens if, and I know it's going to be over time, but you're looking at adding 50,000 more people just by virtue of one employer. We already have a transit system that doesn't work. It's not going to get better because there are more people all of a sudden. And so I think the governor's honesty is frankly refreshing, because it tells me that at least someone has taken a moment to pause and reflect and say, we kind of want this because you always want economic development, but boy, is this more than we can really handle right now.
John, was the governor caught being an honest Coloradan instead of being a politician?
Well, you know, it's probably somewhere in between, you know, at best. And whether he was joking or not, you know, he probably articulated exactly what he really thought, you know, because people say what they think. I just think that now what he's done on the back end, or maybe he hasn't done it, but now the state Office of Economic Development has gotten involved, and now they're saying, oh, well, it may not be Denver proper, it could be just outside of Denver or someplace we could annex or something. So the bottom line, I think, is it would be good for Denver on one end, and as Penn articulated, it could be very bad in terms of traffic and housing and things of that nature. But with all the money that they're going to be dropping into the community, if we do get it, I think a lot of those problems can be worked out.
Patty, you've known John Hickenlooper for a long time. Do you think he forgot that drinks weren't on the table this time?
Well, it is a dry meeting at the City Club. And you know, the City Club is a really interesting group of people who care a lot about Denver. I've spoken to them. They ask really good questions. Clearly here they asked a good one. And it was vintage Hickenlooper, but he's also right. Colorado, if it doesn't get Amazon, we're not suddenly going to go bust. I mean, frankly, it's not bad that if we lose it, we might have a chance to actually do some growth planning rather than suddenly dealing with this huge influx. What's most interesting about this comment is the Republicans, the party, and nationally came out and said, oh, we want a candidate who's really going to support Amazon coming and do everything they can. Does that include what David would be saying, corporate welfare, the kind of corporate welfare we're offering? And Victor Mitchell, who has said he does not want to pay to get Amazon here. He wants Amazon to come, but he doesn't want anyone to pay. He's in an awkward position now with the party, or the party's in an awkward position with him, because I think most of us agree, if Amazon comes and pays its own way, we would be a lot happier to get them here. We would not weep the same way we're going to weep if all of us who came here without being paid to come have to put up with more traffic, higher costs, because we paid Amazon to join us.
I can't imagine that Denver rolled out a lot of red carpet tax breaks for Westward when it officially moved to Denver.
No, actually, surprisingly, no.
Michael, wrap it up for us, and what do you think the effect will be on Governor Hickenlooper beyond just today?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think he was joking. I think he was being serious, and then he had to backpedal. And I think that's where he left himself open to some criticism is, which way is it? I think personally that they shouldn't block it from happening or try to, work against it, but they shouldn't incentivize it either. The whole process, and you guys had a discussion about this last week, but the whole process, it is corporate welfare, it is cronyism, and you have states basically chasing around a big business, falling over themselves to give taxpayer money away in order to get it. I think our state state is a great state. Companies like Amazon should want to be here, and I'm glad that we're not giving, offering billions of dollars, but we shouldn't be offering anything at all. And so I think it was a mistake what Governor Hickenlooper said. And the next big thing that Denver needs is a new quarterback for the Broncos. So let's not put Governor Hickenlooper in charge of that.
Probably a good call here.